My official job title is Options for Long-Term Care Case Manager. I graduated in 2007 and I had a double major with English, and then I also did sociology with an emphasis in social welfare. It wasn't bad for me. I went online and applied at the county website. Whenever they have an opening, they post jobs. And I really didn't expect to get into long-term care at all. I didn't know what I was going to do with social welfare. And I actually got the job pretty quickly right after school. I started here in July and I graduated at the end of May. Really, the bulk of our job is to help people stay in their homes as long as possible if that's something that they want. And so we work with a lot of people. I would say 80% of the clients are elderly. Anywhere from 60 to 90 years old. We have a huge range of people. And then we have a small amount of people who are physically disabled because of something, whether they were born that way or something happened. And then we also have people with major mental illnesses such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, psychosis, major depression. It's really just services to make sure that they're safe and make sure that they can, have that independence as long as possible. I like being able to go into people's homes. I like that they invite me in and that they, that they put this trust in me that I'm going to help them. And that's really rewarding because it is hard to find that on some days when you have difficult clients or when you're doing all of the paperwork over and over again. It's really monotonous. But every person is different. And every person has different circumstances and different support systems that they come to us with. And so I just really enjoy that, and the fact that I can come into somebody's home and say, you know what, I'm here to help you, and I want to keep you in your home as long as possible. It really puts us on a very positive, level right at the beginning, and so that's really rewarding for me. I think the biggest thing is just knowing your community. Part of the interview for me and part of the application was what resources are available in our community. So when you have those projects where you do a case study, really take it seriously, because I did one. Mine happened to be on Alzheimer's, and funny because I really already knew the resources when I applied. I didn't have a comprehensive idea, but I think that makes you more competitive, because if it's between you and somebody else who has no idea what the Valley is, how we operate, who's out there, it really hinders you. And the other thing is get an internship and take it seriously, something that you can actually get involved with. And I did mine at Mental Health, which is a big organization for us in the Valley, and it's easy to get lost. It's easy to fall through the cracks, and you really have to advocate for yourself. So, if you want to have that hands-on experience that you can bring to the table and say, hey, I've done this when you go to a job interview, it's up to you to make sure that happens. I think that I got a really good education. It was, the department is really supportive if you reach out to them. If you do become that advocate for yourself, I don't think that I would have made it in a bigger environment. I wouldn't have felt like I knew what I was doing. I think that everyone says it over and over. Adams State's small, it's small class sizes, really helpful. But for me, I think that it was totally worth it, and I really did learn a lot. I feel like I'm very prepared for this job and any job that I could go out there and do.